everybody, this is Elissa from Mink Arts and Crafts, and today I have a post review of this adorable kit for you all. So this is called Fairy Bunny, and it's by Rita, Konya, and it's actually a Diamond Art Club Amazon exclusive kit. So this is, as you can see by the branding up at the top, Do What Makes You Sparkle. This is a Diamond Art Club canvas, but you can only find it on their Amazon store. So unfortunately for some people, that means that it is only available in the US for purchase. Depending on how the Amazon store works, it is shipped by Diamond Art Club, but through the Amazon side of everything. Let me get into the details of it. So it is a round canvas, as you can see, round kit. It is a 32.8 by 40.6 or 13 by 16 for all of you that go by inches. I prefer the metric system to the imperial system. It just makes more sense for me for these, and being in the medical field, I actually use the metric system and not the imperial system anyways. It's a full drill, as you can see, obviously, and it has 41 colors with 3 ABs, and I'll go over placement all of those, as you can see. So even though it's relatively small, you know, essentially a 30 by 40, 41 colors, that's a lot, as you can see right down through here. For something this small, that's a lot of colors. And look at this picture. Absolutely adorable. I love how the round drills give this super pretty sparkle. This was my first time doing this size of a round drill kit of their Amazon exclusive. I've got quite a few of their Amazon exclusives for the Diamond Art Club kits, but I've done a couple of their squares, so this was my first time doing one of their rounds. And it's the same high quality that we all know and love, but I kind of wanted to get a feel for how the rendering would look, how the quality of the image would look in something as small as this 30 by 40, because this is the size that I love, the small size, because it's something that I could finish quickly and it doesn't take me a long time. So it's kind of satisfying for me to be able to do something that doesn't take a lot of time to do. So for this kit here, I started on the 16th of June and I finished it on the 19th of June. And it took me 11 hours and 27 minutes to finish. And this was the kit that I did for the DP for Pets event. I loved all of the pinks and purples in this kit. Super good, super gorgeous. I've been having like a month of mixing up drills. I'll be like, I'm gonna work with this color. I'll be like, this is the one that I'm gonna work with, like right here. Be like, all right, I'm working with percents. And I'll go to place percents. And I proceeded to, over here, where the percents were supposed to go, I proceeded to lay down for like a whole section over here. I laid down the percents here, 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 and here, where I believe the C symbol was supposed to, where it was supposed to be a C. And I looked at it and I was like, you know what? There's a lot of purples in here. Yeah, there's a difference between the two colors. A noticeable difference between the two colors. But I'm like, there's so many purples. You can hear Mochi going to town on her scratching post. But I'm going to say it's close enough. I'm not scraping all of these purples off. And in the finished product, the only way that you would really know would be if you compare it to, like, I think if you kind of compare it to the original artwork, you can kind of tell my little bit of a snafu if you look at some of, like, the shoulder. It's supposed to be a little bit darker, like right in here. I kind of mixed up some of that coloring there a little bit, and then, but there's so many of those colorations. It's the same colors. The drills were literally side by side. So that was something that I did, because these two colors were side by side on the canvas, and I'm like, I'm doing percent signs. And then I proceeded to lay the percent signs down in the C spot, which was just, I've done this on, I think, 3 canvases now this month. And the one canvas, I did it, I think, with 2 or 3 different drills. Like, it's just been how this month has been going for me. I didn't have any issues with doing that last month. It's just been this month. And this was not the first canvas I did it with this month. This was the second canvas. And I proceeded to do the same thing with a canvas that I worked on after this one. This was the first canvas that I was just like, meh, I'm not fixing it. I'm leaving it as is. But anyways, back to the canvas. So we're going to talk a little bit about the drills. So look at this color palette. Look at all of it. So we're going to ignore those ones because those are for a different kit that I'm about to start working on, one of my Summer for the Masters kits. So these are the ones starting right here and then coming through here. So those are the 41 colors that we worked with. And you can see, look at those gorgeous palettes. Primarily, almost all of them are pinks and purples. A couple of the greens, which you see scattered for right through here for the accents for the flowers. But other than that, pinks and purples with a little bit of peaches and everything else. But really minimal other color tones. So relatively monochromatic, but there's so many shades that it really helped to give a lot of the depth that you see on this kit. I had a lot of drills left over. Some of them don't look like a lot, but some of these, like this, doesn't look like a lot of drills. But the only place in this entire canvas where you see this color is in the little bunny rabbit's eyes. That's literally the only place you see these drills. So you didn't get a lot of them to begin with. Same thing like with the 310. This is how many 310 I have left over, but the only place in the entire canvas that you have it are in the eye. So some of them I didn't have a lot of to begin with. Like I have 3 shades of green plus a green AB, and I don't have a lot of AB, like the green AB left, but I mean that's 4 shades of green to hit right here, 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 there, and there. That's not a lot of green on the canvas, and yet I have 4 different shades of green in my drills. So I had a lot of drills left over, not a lot, like the typical minimal trash like I would normally get, nothing that I felt like I was going to run out of, and plenty of leftover drills. I mean, look at like how much I have left of this color, like lots of drills left over. Like some of these purples, and I make a mess like usual, some of these purples, there were so many drills left over. So no worries about running out for any of those colors, which was excellent. We did have the 3 ABs. So I will pull these over and we can take a look at those. So your first AB was 100, which is this pretty green, which if I bring this up for us to see a little bit of a look at that. Oh my gosh. See, this is what I love about rounds. Look at that sparkle with the rounds. Oh my word. I love it. Anyways, so you can see the AB right in here, right there, and then yeah, so around those 3 spots right there, that's where you have this green AB. So that was our first AB. Our second AB was a pink one. In our pink AB, this one right here, 113, you see a little bit of that pink AB right here. It's hard to tell with how shimmery these flowers are. It doesn't show up super well, but you have some of the pink AB right over here in the flower, right there in the flower, right there in that flower, accenting over here in the flower, a little bit right there, right there, right there, right there, a little bit right there, and a little bit right there. That's where you have the pink AB. So that's our second AB, which is this 113, which is a really pretty shade. And then our third and final AB was a classic 141, which is probably one of the most common ABs I've run into, which is just like a classic white. And that one you see scattered in the flowers as well. So all of these white you see right here around the perimeter of the flower, a little bit right over on this flower. So on the first flower and on this last flower. And then that is also what you see shimmering. That's what makes up the entirety of this little bunny rabbit's whiskers. Those entirety of his whiskers are white AB, that 141. Same thing right here, white AB right there. Also a little bit of the accent all along the front, showing that shimmer reflection of the light coming in. And then you also get that whole area coming down the front of the little bunny right here. That's all white AB coming right down there. And then a little bit of a glisten in the back of the bunny rabbit right there as well. So those are all ABs that you have, which is fantastic. So I didn't run into any drills or any issues on the canvas where I felt like symbols were really hard to read. All of the symbols were easy to read. Nothing that I struggled over. No confusing symbols or anything like that. They were all clear cut. They were easy to distinguish. None of them that were hard to tell apart. As you can see here, we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an anchor, 7, 8, and then you go into some other symbols, and nothing that was confusing. We only had one like corner check mark. We had a triangle. We had one that was dots with 3 dots and one that was dots with 2 dots. Only one like that. This one that always reminds me of like a little sperm. I'm medical, so you know, that's where my brain goes, is medical things. But those were the symbols that we had, and nothing that was confusing or made hard to distinguish like I've seen on other kits that I've worked on. So that was all clear cut. Overall, it turned out really well. Worked up really quickly, and it was a really fun break. And it was kind of like the perfect balance, because yes, there was a lot of confetti up in here, like with the flower. And you can see there's lots and lots of color changes, but you still have these like large spots. Like as you look down through here, you still have like large spots where you can do, well, not large spots, but you still have sections where you can do areas of color blocking to where it'll go quickly. Like you have areas in the rabbit's fur and this little bunny's fur that are going to go quickly of like, oh, this is one color. Let me breeze through that section. Or as we come down here, oh, this is all one color right here, and you'll breeze through that section pretty quickly. Coming over here to this part of the background, that's all one color. That's all one color. That's all one color. So those sections where I was able to cruise through pretty quickly, and then, you know, you fill in the detail work. So it was the perfect balance with the color blocking, which are these areas where you can fill in one color pretty consistently, and you can just cruise along with a multi-placer. And then you had the areas of confetti, which if you've never, which is basically where you have to do multiple color changes in a small area, which is what we had with the flowers, and then around the eye, and a little bit kind of around the nose in this area right in here. But for the most part, like, it was that perfect balance between the two of the confetti and the color blocking to give this adorable bunny. So I loved this. I thought it was I had no issues with it. Like, normally I can find something to complain about, or that I don't like as far as rendering. I guess I could say that, like, this one little piece of color right here, I'm not a fan. I feel like that's kind of out of place. I don't know, maybe sometimes I look at it and I'm like, okay, was that me placing the wrong drill? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was me placing the wrong drill. And then that's when I usually come in here and I'm like, okay, let me peel one of these drills off and see, did I place the wrong drill there? Let's see, that is a 2 dot. 2 dots. Let's come over here and look and compare. So this is what I'll do to see, did I place the wrong drill or not? Nope, that is the right drill. So that is what it was charted to be, was this exact color right there. Now I'm going to try to put that back. So sometimes when I look at something after the fact, when I've done a section, I'll be like, well, is this actually what it was supposed to be rendered for? And that'd be my only complaint, is I feel like it almost feels like this little section wants to be like another ear. You can see how that one little section up at the top My dog and my cat are like that loud thump that you heard was the cat trying to beat up on my dog. As you can hear them, the cat is pesting my dog, and my dog is like, leave me alone. She just wants to lay down on her bed, so she's telling the cat to leave her alone. And my cat's been in a mood. I think I need to get my cat a kitten, so she'll leave my dog alone. That's where we're at. The cat needs a kitten. Anyways, now my poor grumpy little pug. My grump of a pug is now underneath by my feet, hiding from the cat. My cat's a bully. She's a bully. Anyways, back to this kit. Adorable kit. I just don't, yeah, that's one thing that I'm not a fan of is this little piece here. And a lot of times with how I work on the kits, I don't really notice these things until I like have that step back and look at it from the distance and say, okay, well, what do I really think of it when I take that, I won't get the glare off of it so you can actually see. What do I think of it when I look at it like that? Everything else I love about it, it's just that one little spot right there. That'd be my one complaint. Otherwise, fantastic kit, love it, everything about it was right on point. And if you haven't had a chance to check out any of their Amazon exclusives by Diamond Art Club, go to their Amazon store and check out these kits. They have a lot of them that are like these small kits, which we have a tendency to call snack size if you're not familiar with that term. And that's because you can usually finish them much more quickly and rapidly than the larger kits. And they're a nice break between those larger kits, and they're a nice little snack, basically, between the main course, if you will. But I actually love doing the small canvases. So that is all I have for you today. If you have not already done so, go ahead and give this video a like. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click that notification bell there so you can know when I put out new videos. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.